sorry against my military bearing to start this late, but we are waiting for two students. Oh, wait, wait. They're running, so then we can get started. Okay. Are you all ready? Let's go. Hello and welcome to members of the board, superintendents, representatives of our sending schools, staff of nursing facilities, faculty, families, and friends of our honorees, the Certified Nursing Assistant Class of 2024. I am Mrs. McMahon. This is Ann, or maybe you have heard something else. Hopefully, the weekly emails from us this year have been helpful and they kept you up to date on all our adventures. As we begin the ceremony, I invite Mr. Stivers, the Assistant Director of Region 10, to the podium to introduce our Certified Nursing Assistants. Mr. Stivers.
Thank you, Commander. Please help us welcome Region 10's 2024 class of nursing assistants. The students will march from behind the podium and through the arch into their seats and remain standing. Madeline Williams. Kylie Weber. Vanessa St. Pierre. Savannah Souza. Florinda Simino. Lucy Ricker. Sophie Powell. Lily Niall. Jadelyn Lee. Utopia Johnson. Emilia Joao Nanga. Hannah Hamilton. Michaela Haight. Devin Griffey. Ellie Foss. and Maravilla Antonio.
Thank you, Mr. Stiver. At this time, please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. The flag is located in front of the school at the platform. Please be seated. Many days we say, can't make this stuff up. And this year has been no different. The students teach Mrs. Fields, Mr. Chris, and I a few things. And they may be wondering what we might say today after all that we have heard. Each year there seems to be a new language. Is it real? Made up? I don't know. We were introduced to saying, no crumbs, apparently means get the job done and left no mess. And 8 means you did great. If I got this right, then I think I say slay. Did I get it? Okay. Woo. But anyway, they assure us it is not made up, and as far as we know, all the new lingo is clean. Day after day, we would ask how they were, and no matter the day or the time, they were always tired. So we started to move it on classroom days. The students picked out a Just Dance song, and the class, including the instructors dance, and I use that term loosely. It might just be moving limbs or body to the song, but it was movement, and we noticed that there was an increase in focus, energy, and ability to stay on task. I personally thought it was fun, even if I was the one not following the correct movements. With the that was donated to us through Brunswick Community Education Foundation, or BCEF, a couple years ago, it allowed the students, sorry, there's a fun bottom. It allowed the students to see the TV and to participate. During the ceremony, a few of our students will read a quote, and Lucy will read our first. Lucy? Too often, we underestimate the power of a touch, a smile, a kind word, a listening ear, and honest remembrance of the smallest acts of caring, all of which have the potential to turn a life around. Mother Nature was certainly in charge many days, and we had many other schedule changes that altered the time we had the students in class. Through it all, the students had to adjust to being on a new block schedule, and every other day routine at Region 10, and being here for over 4 hours. A community grant from Ocean State Job Block for yoga mats a couple years ago provided each student with an alternative to sitting in a chair behind a desk. They could stretch out to do a project, feel comfortable, and to not sit on the floor. Somehow, we all made it, and everyone completed all the requirements to sit for the Maine State Certified Nursing Assistant exam. Walt Disney once said, "Progress is impossible without change." We saw change this year almost immediately, as the students who arrived in September were separate parts of an island. After just a few days, and maybe a few reminders, they formed friendships and working alliances. All of this took time, determination, humor, and a magic wand or two. They could not have done it alone, and they wish to thank all of you for your support and TLC. Students, thank you, everyone. Thank you, students. Have a good evening. I was trying to put my wand away. The Superintendent Director of Region 10.
First of all, I'd like to thank all the parents, family members, and guests for coming tonight. It's a great crowd. I'd also like to thank our fellow colleagues from our friends in schools and our nursing facilities who help support our staff and our students. Thank you to the Region 10 staff for coming out staff. Again, I'd like to thank Joanne McMahon, our school nurse and instructor, Mrs. Mary Ann Field, and the EdTech program, Mrs. Boyd. Thank you all for your hard work. As you can see from Mrs. McMahon, she has a great time with her. I truly believe her. She thoroughly enjoys it. And really appreciate all you do. And to our CNA students, just have a couple of brief remarks. Congratulate each one of you on your accomplishments in completing this course and earning your CNA pin. To me, this pin is much more than a pin, just simply signifying completion of a course at Region 10. It is a gateway to a potential career to assist and to help others. Or in other words, an invitation to develop a career that would lead to something much larger than yourself. Develop a path in life to a higher calling. I believe our society is way too focused on the individual, on what's best for me, how much money I can make, how far I can advance, how much more do I have than other people. Instead, I invite you to look at whatever field you choose to study or work in as an opportunity to give back to our society and to help one another, to make our community
and our country a better place, knowing what's about us. In other words, to develop a higher calling, something higher than an individual or yourself. Whether it's in education, health-related fields, the military, community service, these are just a few examples that are career fields that help serve us for the common good of our world. You have started down this road of serving others, and you have gained first-hand knowledge on how you can make a difference in others' lives. Whether you continue in nursing or health-related fields or in a totally different field, I hope that each one of you will find a higher calling to serve our communities, to give back, and do your part to make our society and our country just a little better. Find that higher purpose, that higher calling. Good luck and congratulations.
Thank you, Mr. Shabbat, for your kind words and your patience through this year. Mr. Shabbat has been very understanding and flexible with what happened in CNA. He visited the classroom, lab, and clinical facilities. He was known to give the students answers when I was trying to get them to think on their own. He may also have shook his head a few times when we said, "We have an idea." Thank you for your support. Sophie will now read a quote. A bit about the CNA program. In order to take the main state certified nursing assistant exam, these students started in September with the knowledge they had to complete 90 hours of theory time, 20 hours of lab time practicing their skills. They have made beds, both unoccupied and the dreaded occupied, practiced feeding each other, saved transports, and of course, saving a balloon and then a volunteer. We're very thankful to all the staff, students, and families who stepped up to be safe. It went smooth. All of these practical experiences are so important to their skill development. We were extremely fortunate to have such an awesome community of clinical partners who allowed us to come into their facilities and gain clinical experience and the required 40 hours of clinical time. But these students have well over the required amount and then some. The extra hours will certainly increase their level of skills, and the extra experience will benefit both the residents and the CNAs themselves. It took a village, and some days, to come up with interesting material for students. Mrs. Field wrote and produced The Adventures of Mrs. Flunkmeyer. If you haven't heard, Mrs. Flunkmeyer is my alter ego. She resides in a nursing home, and she likes to visit the CNA classroom. Together with Ursula, the CNA, who is Mrs. Field, she teaches the students about cleanliness and proper resident care. We use these for clinical hours when it was not possible to attend clinical in person. There were many laughs and, above all, understanding of the concept. We collaborated with other programs, all sharing their expertise. CNA students and the Durago Diner students with Mrs. Giroux, thank you, collaborated on healthy additions to the diner menu. It was fun as well as a tasty event. Culinary arts often brought in delicious goodies for us to try and provided the cookies today for your enjoyment. The students have earned 4 college credits from Southern Maine Community College for successfully completing the requirements of both Introduction to Health Sciences and Introduction to Healthcare. Healthcare profession. They have been trained in CPR, first aid, as a mandated reporter, have had dementia training, introduction to crisis prevention, OSHA 10-hour healthcare card, stop the bleed, resumes, cover letters. Some have earned a Maine Career Exploration badge through Jobs for Maine Grad, which also came with a $500 check. We are so thankful to Horizons Living and Rehab Center and Midcoast Senior Health Center for their flexibility in helping us maintain our clinical hours and allowed us to participate under the wings of their staff, and we were treated as staff, appreciated, and we feel so fortunate to have them in our corner. If members of any of these facilities are present, please stand or wave. Please stand, wave. I actually have three in the back row that I'd like to have stand. Alex, Kylie, and Kendra. These young ladies, these young ladies are CNA alumni from Region 10. Now they are teaching our students, so it's all coming full circle. So I'm very excited to have them. And if I'm missing anyone else, raise your hand. Okay. Florinda, please come up for a special quote. It's not how much you do, but how much love you put into the doing. Thank you, Florinda. There's a set back here. At this time, we will have our pinning ceremony. Mrs. Field, would you please come forward? Mrs. Field. Mrs. Field is a critical part of our Region 10 family, and we are so thankful that she has been able to impart so much of her expertise with us over the years as a CNA clinical supervisor. As the school nurse, she makes sure we are all within CDC, state of Maine, and the DOE guidelines. What a job. And then, as if she doesn't have enough to do, she spends time in the classroom with us. Each student will step forward through the arbor as their name is called and stay present for their CNA pin and a picture. This is a great photo opportunity. Maravilia Antonio. Mara is a senior at Brunswick High School. This summer she will be working as a CNA at Senior Health Center, and in the fall she will attend the University of Southern Maine to study nursing. I learned many things this year, but my favorite memory was my first day of clinical. I was so nervous, but the residents on the 100 unit were so nice, and I made some great connections with them. The next clinical day, I got pulled into a room to perform postmortem care. First thing that morning, I was terrified, but I did it. It was a very memorable one and a great learning experience. Ellie Foss. Ellie is a senior at Freeport High School. I am really grateful for all the CNA skills Mrs. M has taught us, and she also taught us the importance of time management and organization. This year has fueled my excitement for the medical field and confirmed in my mind that nursing is where I want to work. Ellie will spend this summer working as a CNA at the Senior Health Center and on a med-surg floor at Maine Medical Center. In August, she will be attending Simmons University, where she will play field hockey and pursue a degree in nursing. Devin Griffey. Devin is a senior at Brunswick High School. He is currently planning to take a gap year and using that time to complete a phlebotomy course and find employment, and is looking to the following year to begin a course of study to obtain his degree in nursing. His favorite funny memory was working with Jill, a physical therapist, who was teaching the CNA students how to safely transportation. Florinda volunteered to be lifted in the Hoyer lift. It was all new, it was funny, and we all laughed. Michaela Hake. Michaela is a junior this year at Mount Ararat High School. The clinical experience was one of Michaela's favorite parts of the CNA program. It allowed us to use what we learned in class to help people. Michaela will be returning to Region 10 next year to participate in the ENT class, and she is looking forward to working in the area as a CNA. She continues to think and dream about her future, but has expressed an interest in working as part of an ambulance crew or working in the field of dermatology. supported by my fellow students and the staff here at Region 10. I love the review games Mrs. M made up to help us study material. Amelia is working at Senior Health Center this summer. She also has hopes of doing some traveling to Miami, Florida, or possibly California. Her future includes going to college to study nursing, but she has not decided where yet. Utopia Johnson. Utopia is a senior at Brunswick. She will be finishing high school through Mary Reading Adult Education and is projected to graduate in August. That's ahead of time. Then she will be joining the Navy and going on to obtain a degree in nursing. For Utopia, the deep friendship she made in CNA this year is what she is taking away with her. As we dealt with the challenges of caring for residents at Clinical, we saw each other's hearts. When you can see each other's hearts, it creates deep and lasting friendships. I also learned a lot of great skills, and I will constantly learn and grow as I continue my studies and further my career. Javelyn Lee. I skipped Hannah, but I didn't mean to. I'll get right back to her. Okay. Javelyn is a junior at MTA. She will be returning to Region 10 next year to be a part of the pre-apprentice program. She also plans to work as a CNA in the Augusta-Gardner area. Her professional goal is to be a registered nurse. She plans to go to college after graduating from high school to further her degree in nursing. Jaylin stated that the CNA program has been a great educational experience. It allowed me to make connections with my fellow students and the residents we cared for at Clinical. I really enjoyed the opportunity to positively impact the residents with what I had learned. Hannah Hamilton. Hannah is a senior at Brunswick High School. Hannah expressed that she really enjoyed the hands-on experience of Clinical. I think it will help me prepare for college. My favorite memory is all the dancing we did together using Just Dance when we needed a motor rig. Hannah will be attending the University of Southern Maine in the fall to study nursing. Okay. Let me get back on track here. Okay. Lily Naja. Lily is a junior at Freeport High School. One of her favorite memories is of Mrs. N's theatrics. Me? Wearing the tiara and the wand. I have my tiara here too. And trying to help us remember the important facts saying, you've got this. Don't second guess yourself. I think that is an important thing I have learned, not just for the test, but for my future practice. Once you know your stuff, go with your gut. Don't second guess yourself. Lily will spend the summer working as a CNA at Maine Medical Center in the medical psychiatric unit. After graduating from high school next year, she would like to go to college in Boston on a pre-med track. Sophie Powell. Sophie is currently a junior at Mount Airy High School. When asked, Sophie replied that her favorite memory and experience at CNA is the sisterhood of students that went through the program together on Green Days. We encouraged each other, laughed together, and learned together. Sophie will be working over the summer as a CNA in one of the local facilities. She just got hired at Avita and will be coming back to Region 10 next year, her senior year, to participate in the pre-apprenticeship program. I wish I could experience every type of nursing, but I'm really trying to decide between being a flight nurse, working in a neonatal intensive care unit, or being a traveling nurse. Lucy Ricker. Lucy is a senior at Freeport High School. Lucy has been accepted to the University of Maine at Her goal is to one day be a psychiatric nurse for children. Lucy really enjoyed the environment here at Region 10 in general and in the CNA program in particular. Mrs. M created an atmosphere where we were all passionate about a common goal. I love the written work because it gave me a strong understanding of the theory that I could apply to the skills we were using in clinical. Clinicals were very eye-opening about what the medical field would be like, but we were all learning together and from each other, and I love the lasting friendships made with my CNA girls. Florinda Simino. Florinda is a senior at Freeport High School. One of the coolest things I learned in preparation for clinical was how to weave the briefs on without having to remove the resident's shoes and other articles of clothing. If you are in the medical field, you have to understand that that is a key thing. It saves so much time. This summer, Florinda will be working at the Senior Health Center at the CNA, and in the fall, she will attend St. Joe's, where she will study exercise science in a pre-physical therapy track. At St. Joe's, she will also be running cross country and be a member of the track team. Savannah Susan. Savannah is a junior at Brunswick High School. She will be returning to Region 10 next year to participate in the pre-apprenticeship program. Savannah is planning on working as a CNA in the area until she graduates from high school. She was also just hired by Athea this week. Then she hopes to go on to college in Florida to become a certified nurse anesthetist. The aspect of the CNA program that felt most significant to Savannah was how they all came together as a class. When you try to accomplish something alone, you can only do so much. When you have a team, you can accomplish anything. I couldn't ask for a better team. Vanessa St. Pierre. Vanessa is a junior at Freeport High School. When asked what important insights she gained from her experience in CNA, Vanessa replied, "It was really important to see what the elderly residents we work with at clinical go through every day and how it changes your perspective on life." Vanessa is interested in working in the area as a CNA, and after graduating from high school, plans to attend a community college to begin her degree in nursing. Kylie Weber. Kylie is a senior at Freeport High School. Her favorite memory is of Mrs. M right before the exam. She was moving around the room wearing a tiara and carrying a wand, reminding us of key information to remember, encouraging us not to worry because you got this. I think the picture of Mrs. M just before the test helped bring some important information to my mind. Kylie will be working at the Senior Health Center this summer before leaving for St. Joe's in the fall to play lacrosse and run cross country while pursuing a degree in nursing. Madeline Williams. Maddie is a senior at Brunswick. This summer she'll be finding employment as a CNA and heading off to college to study criminal justice with a minor in sociology. One of the most impactful aspects of the CNA program this year was learning about all the different specialties in the medical field. We got to work and learn from people in PT, OT, activities, hospice. We learned first aid and CPR and dementia training. It opened my understanding to the varied opportunities in healthcare. Congratulations! Our students have excelled in class, but are also working towards their future. Very thankful to all of you for the time you took to assist, support, prod, whatever it took. There have been so many people who have had a hand in making this day so special, and we thank them all, especially Kelly Gardner, our executive office assistant. If it needs to be done, Kelly gets it done. For making sure our application is done, filling out our forms for us, sending emails, whatever it took. Thank you, Kelly. Kim McAllister, who gave you, she's between you and the cookies too. She's got the cookies. I also again want to give a very special thank you to Alex, Kylie, and Kendra, our alumni CNAs, for all and their children, and for all they've done to help us throughout the year. They knew exactly what needed to be done, and they did it. Everyone who assisted today in getting things done. To Marty McMahon, who has been taking pictures throughout the ceremony and for many years. And to Big John McMahon, who has been live streaming the ceremony on his YouTube channel, the Big John Network. Thank you both. To all of you who have given so much time and energy and support, all the parents, everything. We could not have done it without you reading the emails and prodding along a little bit. Student presentations. At this time, our students have asked to make a few presentations. Our first one is Devin Griffey.
Thank you everyone for coming here today. The ones that came for me and the ones that came for all the other lovely CNAs here. I have no doubt that everyone in this class will go off to be great CNA, nurses, or any type of healthcare or any job they choose. Good job everyone, and I'm proud of you, as is everyone here today. I'd like to thank the teachers here at both. Mrs. Elm. Mrs. Elm was a great teacher, giving us many great experiences throughout the year, giving us the opportunity to take the step into the medical field to help take care of people in need. And having the great accomplishment of having our certified nursing assistant before we hold our graduation certificate. To say that you prepared us for the state exam and working as a CNA would be an understatement, even during frustrating times. Thank you for everything. Mrs. Field, for being a great school nurse and a teacher we go to clinical with as well. This year was a great experience, and I'm glad to say that you were the ones who taught me what I know now. Mr. Boudreau, being the first teacher I talked to and connected with when transitioning back into going to school in person my junior year. You were a great teacher and definitely a good and caring person. Thank you for coming. I'd also like to thank Ms. Jepson for coming, the English teacher at Brunswick High School. She's a very caring and down-to-earth teacher. Thank you for coming as well. And of course, I'd like to thank my family for coming. It means a lot. Thank you all once again for taking time out of your day to come to the picnic ceremony. We all appreciate it. Good job, seniors.
Lucy? our mental health foot soaps. We all love that. And we have all learned so much from you about how to be positive because you always radiate positivity. So thank you. Thank you to each of you for your support and encouragement to our newly pinned Maine State Certified Nursing Assistant. And finally, a few words from my favorite doctor. Well, my second favorite doctor, Dr. Seuss. You have brains in your head. You have feet in your shoes. You can steer yourself in any direction you choose. You're on your own, and you know what to do. You know what you know, and you are the one who will decide where to go. Just in case you're wondering who my favorite doctor is, my daughter, Dr. Kathleen McMahon. Mr. Stivers, would you like to come to the podium for a moment, please? And also, I think now, after we get all done, you guys stay there because we have to get a full picture now that everybody sees.
Region 10 Senior Recognition Night is Tuesday, June 3rd, and unfortunately Freeport High School seniors have a dinner scheduled for that evening, so there is a conflict. At the Region 10 event, we recognize each senior for their time at Region 10, and we give out over $40,000 in scholarships and toolships. One of these scholarships is the Melamac Scholarship, which this year will be awarded to a Freeport High School senior, and we wanted to take the opportunity to award her this evening. Ellie Foss, could you come to the podium, please? One mission of the Melmac Foundation is to support further education after graduation for Maine students. The Melmac Foundation provides funds so that each high school, including CTV schools such as Region 10, can award a scholarship to a graduate going on for further education. This year's award is $2,000. Criteria for choosing this student include the student must be a solid school citizen with a history of community service who has the potential to make a difference in the world. That certainly describes Ellie Foss, and this year's Melmac Scholarship is awarded to Ellie.
This concludes our ceremony, and thank you for attending. Please take a cookie on the way out, and have a nice evening.